Paul. Yes. You know, when I say in a video, right, or I say in court, I made sure to admit the 81 recorded phone calls when I was in jail for 27 fucking days. Now, I know. You said the protection order was silent. Yes. But the state of Washington says that you have to have notice and opportunity to be heard. You said that you could arrest me for a probable cause arrest, Officer Larson. Yes. When you did know I wasn't in Sequim, Washington. In fact, you said we can get anybody put in a mental health evaluation and a mental health facility. Yes, because we can cover up every crime we've ever committed. Pouch! Now, I said, well, I don't think you can. Now, I'm still the homeless guy that has no money. Right. And you're the judges that have been sitting there for the last 2.5 fucking years. Well, the way I see this, yes, without law enforcement involvement, it had to be a criminal complaint. And when you didn't do this in front of Judge Landis, oh, I think every cop in the Sequim, Port Angeles, and Port Townsend police departments are going to find themselves in prison. Ooh, is there an officer upset about this? Because I asked you to have my sons call me. Pouch. But you said you never got prosecuted. Is there any officer in the Port Angeles Police Department that has personally received from me an email documenting a crime? You said you didn't have to enforce the laws. You have no obligation to enforce forgery laws. You have no obligation to enforce fraud laws. You have no obligation to enforce perjury laws. You have no obligation to enforce kidnapping laws. Then there's the grand larceny, isn't there, Ken Williams? Yes. Now, let's say that my great-grandfather, Elmer Hulse, yes, had said to certain individuals in Clallam County before his death in the 1970s, because I went to visit it with him before he died. Yeah. My grandson's going to kick your fucking asses. Now, which of you corrupt individuals in Clallam County is keeping me from my inheritance? Knowing my grandmother, Clara Hulse, yes. Knowing Ray and Sue Hulse, pooch. Knowing Debbie Lemke and her 2 sisters, yes. Knowing Sandra Taylor and her ARP side of the family, pooch. How many of you corrupt police officers right now